has come. Good morning to all of you humanitarians and soul family. Never forget why we started. It has always been and still is about God's precious children. Let's talk about the Israel-Palestine, couldn't get the word out, World War III. False flags, crisis actors, and media propagandists, can't talk today, propagandists are playing out scenarios to support a World War III as planned by the banksters. This is your false flag. Putin says President Trump is being prosecuted for political reasons and that his arrest shows the rottenness of the US political system. In my opinion, he's dead on right. In 1871, Act of England has been reversed, according to Dr. Jan Halper Hayes, who discussed the problem on live TV. In other words, the Crown of England no longer has any control over US monies or the US taxpayer, meaning the IRS as well as the Federal Reserve as privately owned entities have been dissolved. They just haven't been made public yet. The 1917 Balfour Declaration has also been reversed. The State of Israel did not act on that 1917 declaration until 1948, when it was deemed sovereign as a corporation of the Khazarian Mafia. That contract as an independent sovereign nation expires as a corporation on Tuesday, the 31st of October. In other words, Palestine would no longer be a legal state of the Jewish people as of the end of October, Tuesday. A positive ruling by Supreme Court Justice Thomas, like I've said, would dissolve the Biden admin and all of Congress, usher in military law until new elections could be held. And as a sidelight, give the Global White Hat Military Alliance full reign to implement Jazara worldwide. With the implementation of Jazara comes a new global financial system where poverty, hunger, and debt will be no more. This new global financial system has been operational 4 months on a quantum server that cannot be hacked. Once implemented, no one but you will be able to control your personal bank account, as our debt-based economy has been eliminated. Along with elimination of debt, there will no longer be burdensome taxes. While sovereign countries would have their own revised tax system, in the US, those burdensome taxes would be replaced by a flat sales tax of around 15% on new items bought only, while food and medicine are not going to be taxed. Global military rule will also allow the release of useful but long-hidden quantum technologies, such as the med-bed treatments, which are free, that will give our body the ability to heal itself, regrow limbs, organs, and reverse the aging process. Within a couple of hours, people will join others from around the world to launch the biggest global event ever seen in the history of mankind. We will all walk together and hold hands as one unit in peace and love to embrace this incredible gift from God. Humanity should have new meaning for all of us today once we pass the finish line. We cannot be consumed by our petty differences anymore, as we will be united in common goal which is the path to make us humanitarians. God, we give you thanks for what we are about to receive, and make me your shield and strength for the journey I'm about to commence. We have been waiting for 30 years for this to happen, but I know that during those 30 years, we had to change as human beings by making our hearts pure, and for you to see who are the chosen ones to take that journey and cross the finish line to see this new world. Once we cross that finish line, that day should be remembered as a new global holiday where the world declares in one voice, freedom. Thank you, Father, for leading us all to freedom. And I promise that us, humanitarians, will commence and continue this humanitarian venture for many more years to come. All sides are ready to go. The unlock codes arrived on Friday, the 20th of October from the World Bank. The gold price is rising as BRICS and other countries are stocking up on gold, using their own currencies for payments, which is backed by precious metals and coming away from the dollar. This is why the West can no longer suppress the true value of gold prices or any other commodities. Just have a look on the US debt clock. We are also about to see countries that have had their currencies devalued and suppressed for years under the cabal slavery system revalue big time. We are now witnessing countries around the world dump the dollar and trade with their own currencies. The fiat dollar is no longer the world's global dominant currency. Gold is. Reevaluation is coming. Then in Africa, let's talk about Africa coups. The world is changing rapidly and power is finally shifting. Africa is a clear example of this. We are finally expelling the Western overlords from our nations. So here are a list of coups that have occurred in French colonies just in the last 3 years. Gabon, August 2023. Niger, July 2023. Burkina Faso, January 2022. Guinea, September 2021. Chad, April 2021. And Mali, August 2020. There are another 8 to go within the 14 that form the sphere of French control in Africa. Also, night vision activated. Under the cover of darkness, Marines participate in combat rubber raiding craft operations in the Persian Gulf. So military is in place, and those who don't belong here are being removed. That's all I have for you today. The kingdom has come. It is my honor and it is God's glory that I get to bring you news of such magnitude on a daily basis with much love.